1:20 around there. So I arrive. I take the stretcher out of the. I'm not even parked. They said don't back in. Just stay right in the middle of the street. They had the street closed off. They come out with one of their gurneys. They pull my stretcher out of the ambulance. Long board over. They throw a long board in. They're like, oh my God, your ambulance is a wreck. Janitorial staff comes in, mops my ambulance. They clean up the blood on the walls right away, disinfect. They said, what do you need? I said, I needed red bags, I need linen. I said, and any medical supplies you can give me. I need them now. They load my stuff. They're just throwing medical supplies at me. I take off. Never even got the gentleman's name. My partner never even got the gentleman's name. She was too busy tying tourniquets to his leg, trying to save his life.
Do you assume he died?
Well, I get back to ground zero. I start trying to set up my assessment area and trying to set up, because now mass mayhem is going on, and we're trying to set up triage for private ambulances. They hand me another patient, and you all may have seen her picture. It's the girl that has the side of her face all burnt off, and there's a citywide ambulance in the background. It hit People magazine. It was on the cover of People magazine.
Oh, yeah, I do remember it.
That was my second patient.
Wow.
So I rush her in to St. Vincent's. So I get her to St. Vincent's, and I said to one of the doctors, I said, the guy I brought in with the severed legs, he said he died 20 minutes ago.
Wow.
So at that point...
Did Willie know him? Willie Rodriguez, do you know?
I don't know if Willie Rodriguez knew him.
You said the guy was an elevator operator.
He was an elevator operator. He was an elevator operator. The first gentleman was...
And it was North Tower?
Huh?
It was North Tower?
He was a South Tower.
Oh, South Tower. Because I think Willie, well, he was North Tower, right?
North Tower guy.
No, he was a North Tower guy, that's right.
Yeah.
So I take the girl with the burnt face. I take her in. She walks out of my, she's what we call walking wounded.
Right.
Walked her out of the ambulance. They said, go. They gave me more supplies. I'm gone. Now, I said, when I get back, I said, guys, take the ambulance. I've got to set up. I set up. I start doing triage on patients. They're bringing me people with respiratory problems. People got this dust all over them already from being in the building. People coming to me, I can't breathe. We're giving them oxygen. We're setting up oxygen stations. We set up a cascade system where we had two major, what we call M tanks, and then that peak flows into oxygen that we can deliver to 7 patients at once. So fire department set that up, and then we set up our own. So we were able to deliver oxygen to about 45 people at once, right there at just at triage. Not counting the MERV units that we brought in, mobile emergency response vehicles, which handle about 20 patients at a time. They're owned by the city of New York, and they're mass casualty ambulances. They're parked at Bellevue. If anybody's ever been into the city and you see the side of Bellevue, you see these 2 ambulances parked there. The city only owns 2 of them, and they're parked at Bellevue. Actually, now they own a 3rd one. It's parked at Jacoby up in the Bronx. Anyway, I take care of about 13 patients. South Tower starts to collapse. I start running for my life.
Which street were you on?
I was right on Vesey Street.
Okay.
I was right on Vesey. I start running for my life, and in the private ambulance industry, in all ambulances have to carry disposable cameras.
Oh, really?
It's law in New York. You have to carry disposable cameras, so if you get into an accident, you take pictures of the accident scene. So it's part of the investigation, especially if you have a patient on board. So I remember turning around. I turned around. I took a couple of snapshots, which Andrea has seen the snapshots.
You gotta see his pictures.
Yeah, I wish I would have brought them with me. The smoke from the South Tower is right in my face, and I snap shots of it coming right at me. I keep running. I make it. I ran as far as I could go to Canal Street. Now I'm out of breath. I'm full of this powder, this dust, this toxic
pulverized concrete.
Pulverized concrete. I remember choking, coughing, spitting, and everything. I walk into a Starbucks, which is why I go to Starbucks, because I love their coffee and stuff. But I remember walking into a Starbucks and saying, I need water. They said, give me $5. I'll give you
Are you
water.
serious?
I am dead serious. I walked out of there so damn fast. Other first responders were looking for water. They were charging $5 for a bottle.
Did they know what was going on? Maybe they're just in their own little bubble.
No, they knew, because the dust was right by their store. So I go back in to tend to the new injured. I get a call. There's a firefighter down in the North Tower. There's nobody around me. people were commandeering each other's ambulances. At one point, I see a Jamaica Hospital ambulance with my crew in it. I'm like, what